Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news is happening right now in Dearborn, where 2 young children have been shot inside of an in-home daycare. Thank you so much for joining us this noon. We're told that both children, ages 2 and 4, are listed in critical condition. Our sources are telling us that another child was playing with a gun when that gun went off, hitting both of those kids. Our Rod Cassimy is live at Children's Hospital, where both children are being treated for their injuries. And Rod, we'll get to you in a moment. But Rod, we want to start with you. You're there in the scene in this Dearborn neighborhood. Talk us through what you've learned about what unfolded here.
Well, we're here at the house here in Dearborn, and the shooter was in the house, we're told, and the chief is not willing to say it was one of the children. In fact, what it was he would not officially say that it was a child in the house, but it's the only other option because it was from within the house that the 911 call came. We're told that it was a daycare with a number of children in it, one adult in the house, and it was that they found this weapon in the house, and 2 of the children wound up being shot. Now, it was a frantic scene out here as the paramedics got on the scene as soon as the 911 call came in, and they took these 2 children and immediately shipped them to the hospital. In fact, it was a situation where the police were blocking off intersections as a way to get them to the hospital as quickly as possible, and they were getting police escorts and 2 separate ambulances going to 2 separate hospitals. Let's hear from Chief Ron Haddad, who can talk about precisely what it was that he understands about this and his thoughts about where this situation is at noontime.
I would just say that we're going to pray that these 2 young kids are going to be okay. However it shakes out, it's a tragedy for our entire community.
I've seen them out in the backyard playing in their diapers, and there's 5 or 6 kids at a time out there, maybe more. And a lot of times it's just the other kid, her older children, watching them.
And so that's what one of the neighbors had to say about this situation. Now, we asked Chief Haddad about the notion of small children, a large group of small children finding a gun. He said it was irresponsible. He calls this a tragic event. We have 2 children who are in critical condition right now, and he and many of the first responders here are praying for them and their families. The other children who were in the daycare at the time were picked up, snapped up by the police, put into cars, and rushed over to the police station where their parents were able to pick them up. Reporting live in Dearborn, Rod Maloney, back to you.
Just unfathomable that guns would be in a home, a daycare home, in the reach of children. Rod, thank you. We do want to bring in Rod Cassimy now. And Rod, I know that we were hearing the kids are listed in critical condition. You're outside Children's Hospital, where at least one of the kids you saw arrive in an ambulance. Are you able to determine the extent of their injuries?
Right now, we're still waiting to get that word, Rhonda, but what I can tell you is that it was an incredibly sad situation, a tragic situation, especially to see this ambulance arriving here firsthand. It makes it very, very real. Let's get right to the video. That ambulance, Dearborn ambulance, arriving here at Children's Hospital around 10:53, so just before 11 o'clock this morning. What was interesting about this is that it was surrounded by a number of police cars as it came and pulled here into the emergency section of the hospital. Again, as you mentioned, the children listed in critical condition. We know that one was brought here by ambulance, and then another one was brought by a helicopter. We did see a helicopter land here several moments later. It's unclear if that's the helicopter that carried the child here to the hospital. I have put in several calls to the Public Relations Department for Children's Hospital here in the city of Detroit, as well as an email to them. We're still waiting to hear back from them. But again, now we know that at least one child is being treated there at the hospital, and a very real and sad situation given what happened.
Oh, Rod, I can only imagine what those parents are going through. Our prayers are with those children to make a full recovery. And we will, of course, keep you updated as we begin to learn more and more about the investigation into what actually unfolded inside of this home. We'll keep you updated both here and on clickondetroit.com throughout the afternoon. Meanwhile, police are searching for a suspect after a woman is found stabbed near Hart Plaza in Detroit. The attack happened early this morning. The 25-year-old victim says that she was attacked for no apparent reason. She's currently in temporary serious condition. An elderly man was also hurt at the same time in the same area, though police are not entirely sure what happened to him. Both the woman and elderly man are homeless. And we are getting our first look at the man accused of shooting at 2 Detroit police officers. Today, 22-year-old Mac Shekels Max Shekels III was arraigned in connection to the crime. The shots were fired on Friday in the area of Puritan Avenue near the Lodge Freeway following a traffic stop. The driver blew through a yield sign, and when police went to pull him over and stop him, that man got out. He fired shots at the officers and then ran off. Thankfully, those officers were not hit. We have more breaking news this hour. Louisville men's basketball coach, longtime coach there, Rick Pitino, and the athletic director of that university, John Jurich, are both fired from Louisville after the program is linked to this federal investigation into fraud and corruption within the NCAA. On Tuesday, 10 men, including a top Adidas executive and 4 assistant coaches, were charged with using hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes to influence star athletes' choices of schools, shoe sponsors, agents, and even tailors for their clothing. Well, let's get over to Brandon as we begin to transition from that late feeling of a very hot summer into more fall-like temperatures for the end of September.
A summer day yesterday like we haven't seen all year. 93 degrees, a record, and it was the hottest day that we've had in Detroit all year long. Now, a different situation today. 71 degrees right now, Detroit, 73 Grosse Ile, 70 in Pontiac, 69 in Ann Arbor. Comparing temperatures from yesterday to today at noon, we're about 10 to 15 degrees colder just at the noon hour. Cold front came through. We did get a few showers from it, but the winds still pick up from time to time out of the northwest. So this is bringing in cooler air. We'll really feel the effects of it tomorrow. In the meantime, today, 75 to 80 degrees-ish with a mix of sun and clouds, but a change coming soon, Rhonda.
All right, Brandon, thank you. Later today, Vice President Mike Pence is going to be in Metro Detroit. His first stop will be in Bloomfield Hills. That is for a Michigan GOP private dinner. And then tomorrow morning, he'll join Governor Rick Snyder and business leaders to discuss tax reform. The vice president will end the visit with an address at American Axle Manufacturing in Auburn Hills. Local 4 News at noon, just getting started. Still ahead, an NFL national anthem singer has resigned. Why he says he had no choice but to step away. And classmates have rallied around a boy who was bullied after wearing his brother's Navy uniform to school. And most of Puerto Rico is still in the dark 1 week after Hurricane Maria hit. What's now being done to get relief to the hardest hit areas of Puerto Rico? And we do want to keep you updated on the breaking news we're following out of Dearborn, where 2 children were shot by another child at an in-home daycare on Harding Street near West Outer Drive. Appears to be a horrible accident. Sources say that the children were playing with the gun when the shot fired and 2 kids were hit. Both were taken to Children's Hospital. One had to be airlifted there. One victim is listed in critical condition, and sources say that the other is unstable. We are certainly praying for both of them, and they could use your prayers as well. We'll keep you updated both here and on clickondetroit.com with any further updates. Welcome back, everybody. 1 week after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, 97% of that island's 3.5 million residents are still without power. 1 full week later and counting, half the island does not even have running water. Let's get to Gabe Gutierrez, who's been on the island for over a week from San Juan.
This morning in Puerto Rico, lines for necessities like food, water, cash, and gas are sometimes stretching for blocks. The desperation is deepening. This woman says she's been waiting to get a flight since Friday, sleeping on the floor at the airport with no air conditioning. Horrible, she says.
Puerto Rico is very important to me.
After not mentioning Puerto Rico this past weekend while tweeting about sports 17 times, President Trump is facing criticism and now dramatically intensifying his focus on the growing crisis, telling lawmakers he'll tour the ravaged island next Tuesday. The president conducting a video teleconference in the Situation Room with Puerto Rico's governor and congratulating his own administration at a news conference with the Spanish Prime Minister.
It's amazing, tremendous reviews. Our team has been incredible.
And offering this explanation for the lack of more aid.
It's out in the ocean. You can't just drive your trucks there from other states. As Governor Rossello just told me this morning, the entire federal workforce is doing great work in Puerto Rico.
San Juan's mayor says while she appreciates FEMA's help so far,
the red tape has been getting in the way.
She's also brushing off a presidential tweet that because of the island's massive debt, it's in deep trouble.
We are in a very dire situation here, and the issue at hand is how do we get lives and how do we get the things needed to save lives into the hands of the people.
Gabe Gutierrez, NBC News, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Here's a little bit of good news there in Puerto Rico. Some self-service has started to return in San Juan, but the vast majority of the island still has no reliable means of communication. Bullies target a North Carolina boy after he wears this military uniform to school. This is 11-year-old, and he was missing his older brother, who is currently in the Navy. And in a show of support of his brother, he decided to wear his Army fatigues to school. And that's when some of his middle school classmates made fun of him, saying his uniform looked like pajamas.
I missed my brother. I wanted to wear that to support.
Oh, kids can be so cruel. To combat the bullying, though, another student stepped in and decided he too would wear his Army uniform to class. So take a look at the photo of them headed to school in their uniforms. It was an instant hit on social media, garnishing support from as far away as Washington, D.C. Very nice. Amid nationwide drama surrounding the national anthem at sporting events, the Baltimore Ravens' official national anthem singer, who sings at every game, is calling it quits. Joey Odoms has been the Ravens anthem singer for 3 years, and he announced his resignation on social media Tuesday, saying his decision was based on the tone and actions of a large number of NFL fans. Well, let's get over to Brandon, who sounds like you're really bracing us for another drop in temperatures.
Yeah, it always takes a good day or so after a cold front comes through to get to the core of the cool air. You can see the 80s still in parts of Ohio, but just off to our west, 50s and 60s. Finally, fall remembered. It was fall, starting to feel that way.
But first, jobs for you. We have a special guest here who's ready to hire you. Hundreds of people. Representative from ArtBen Furniture joins us to talk about how you can start a career with ArtBen Furniture. Coming up.
This summer in Charlottesville, Virginia, violence erupted, and a man from Metro Detroit was right in the middle of it all.
This is historic, people. This is something we don't see every day.
The FBI says Michigan has long been a hotbed for white power groups, from recording hate music to trying to grow and expand nationally.
And they cannot stop us. This is just the beginning.
The Defenders went undercover once before, and now we are back to show you what's really going on and what's changed in the local white supremacy movement. The Defenders tonight at 11.
Welcome back, everybody. With their new Canton Township location opening soon and the holidays fast approaching, ArtBen Furniture is hosting a career fair at all of its 13 store locations, and you're looking to hire over 100 people.
Yes, we are. We are extremely excited to, first of all, be introducing a new store in Metro Detroit. We haven't done that in about 20 years, believe it or not. It's been that long. So we're really excited that we're opening up our Canton location. Great. It's a beautiful store, 70,000 square feet, 2 stories. And state-of-the-art, new flagship. So we're really excited about that location and looking to bring aboard lots of folks to help us get it open.
All right, so Michelle Lattimore is a regional recruiter for ArtBen Furniture. So talk about, you need salespeople, you need managers. What type of people are you looking for? What experience do they need to have?
Yes, well, tomorrow when we do our career fair day, we'll have it at the Canton Hampton Inn Suite. So we're hoping everyone will come out for that. But we definitely are looking to hire salespeople as well as sales managers. We look to probably staff about 40 sales associates for our Canton location. We do have 12 additional locations participating as well. So in Metro Detroit, there's several locations such as our Tech Plaza on 14 and Van Dyke and our Chesterfield stores. So there's lots of stores participating. So people can definitely go to our website, artben.com, and find out where the locations are.
So specifically the Canton location, it won't be actually at the store.
It will be at the Hampton Inn Suites, yes, located on North Haggerty Road, and it will be from 10 to 7.
Okay, and then the other locations, the same hours?
Same hours, absolutely. So they can feel free to contact any location in ArtBen and get the information. Go on our website. It's definitely on our website as well.
Okay, and this isn't just seasonal work, this is permanent.
This is permanent work. We are so happy to say that we're able to do some movement, some internal promotions with our growth that we have going on. We're very, very excited. So it's going to create some great opportunities for people.
All right, sounds good. Yeah. Michelle, thank you so much.
Thank
Everybody
you.
I've ever met that works at ArtBen Furniture is very happy. So it seems to be a great place to work, and you definitely might want to take advantage of an opportunity to maybe make a career change. Yeah. So Michelle, thank you.
Thank you.
So let's get over to Brandon and see how far these temperatures are going to be dropping.
Yeah, just a little bit each day here moving forward, but a welcome change. I hope you feel the same way. We can get the windows open and air out the joint. 71 degrees at Metro, 72 Ann Arbor, 70 in Pontiac, it's 71 in Adrian in our south zone. Yesterday, 93 degrees. The old record was 91 in 1998, so we broke the record for September 26th in Detroit. It was also the warmest temperature of the year, right on time. September 26th. The other warmest were like the beginning of June, so most of the middle of our summer. On the, I guess, slightly cooler than average side of things. 78 degrees today, sort of a blend of temperatures, 75 to 80-ish. We need to break through these clouds a little bit to be into those upper 70s. So it's a gradual change. No more 90s, but we will be in the upper 70s to near 80, especially as we get into a little bit of afternoon sun. Average this time of year, 69. So we're getting closer and closer to that, especially tomorrow. Overnight, 51 degrees, some 40s out in the burbs. That's mainly between 4 and about 7 a.m. when we get the coolest numbers. But you can see evidence of the cold front that came through with some showers, especially parts of Livingston, Oakland County, up in Genesee and Lapeer counties, Macomb County getting a couple of showers. But that front is moving out and the cold air will wrap in around it. This is an important cold front because it's knocking Maria farther offshore, which is a good thing. We also have a new Category 3. This is not a new hurricane, but it's now Category 3 to the east of Bermuda, and 115 mile-an-hour winds, 140 mile-an-hour gusts. We've seen these too many times this summer or fall, and watch what our cold front will do to this as it tries to move towards Bermuda. No such luck. It gets shoved out to sea again. A couple of tropical storms and or hurricanes that will be impacted by our cold front as well. Tomorrow's high only 69 and a mix of sun and clouds. You have these northwest winds that drag lake-enhanced clouds in waves, but a dry day tomorrow. Friday, morning showers could be over with by the time you head out, but still on the coolish side. The weekend looks good for your green in East Lansing, Rhonda. Should be perfect fall football weather.
It is perfect for football, that's for sure, Brandon. Thank you. And we'll be right back updating our breaking news out of Dearborn. Welcome back, everybody. We continue to follow breaking news out of Dearborn, where 2 children were shot by another child accidentally at an in-home daycare on Harding Street. This is near West Outer Drive in Dearborn. Police say that the children were playing with a gun in this home and that one child shot at 2 other young children between the ages of 2 and 4. Both were taken to Children's Hospital in Detroit. One child is in critical condition. Sources say that the other is listed in stable condition. Stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com. We do have a crew at the scene where this happened, where the investigation continues, and at the hospital to keep us updated throughout the afternoon. You can find those updates at clickondetroit.com. We will also have the very latest and live reports at 4 o'clock on Local 4 News, first at 4.